Aston Villa given the type of welcome which befits a team playing their last home match of the season with the championship in their sights after a gap of 71 years. One of the reasons why Villa have been so stable this season is that 7 of those players have been ever present. The team is unchanged today, and one of the reasons why they've not got carried away with themselves is that there isn't a single player in that team who has had as much as 90 minutes full international football. Middlesbrough, though, have been a bogey side to Villa, having won here for the last 3 years. Their season has been throttled by the departure of Johnston and the injuries to Hodgson and Natras. But today they welcome back Craggs, Ashcroft and Jankovic and give 18-year-old Scot Colin Ross his 3rd game in midfield at number 4. Ron Saunders was made manager of the year when he brought Villa out of the 2nd division in 1975. 18 months ago he was almost ousted in a boardroom upheaval. He lost 4 first-team players in a few months, yet he's led this famous club to within 3 points of winning the hardest league in the world. No wonder the fans are so pleased to see him. Referee Mike Dimbleby from Stevenage. There's been plenty of rain on this pitch, but the plastic sheeting which Villa used to cover it has done its job. It was removed about 15 minutes before the players came out. And it's Villa in the white shorts, playing from the left. Tony Morley out on the left wing. Just beaten by the pace of the ball, but here's Gibson. Here's Gary Shaw. Gibson stood in the attack. That's his cross. McNaught. Mortimer. Free kick to Aston Villa. Mortimer foul. Morley is so quick and so direct. Alan Evans has made his way forward for the kick. And here he is with the header. And Jim Platt looked to go down late, but he got the ball away from Alan Evans, who in the last 2 seasons has scored 16 goals, and so many have been from set pieces like that. Evans is there again, so was Platt. That's Gibson. Half away by Ross. Here's Mortimer. On by Bremner. Little touch for With. McAndrew puts it back. Gibson. Shaw. There's Shearer. Oh, straight to With. Out on the wing is Morley. What about that for a ball inside the fullback? Morley's got it. Shaw on the end of it. But Peter With's magnificent crossfield ball feeding this source of supply on the Villa left flank. Tony Morley. Evans. Ross. Evans. Lofted up for Gary Shaw. Here's McAndrew. Here's Mortimer. And now With. John Craggs. But only as far as Gibson, and he's found With. And comes through for a return. And a good stop by Platt, who then dives at the feet of Gary Shaw. But Colin Gibson, the left back, came through very intelligently there, having played the first 4, to go on and look for his first goal of the season. McNaught. Cochrane, socks rolled down already, typical of him. He's found Jankovic. Pulled too far across, though, by the Yugoslav forward. free kick. Gibson fouled by Ross. Here's Swain. With coming in under that, Ashcroft's header out. Here's Swain. Evans is still well forward. So is Morley there. Here's Evans. With. Good stop by Jim Platt. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper, voted player of the year this season in the North East by the football writers up there. And Peter With doesn't know how that one stayed out. Really good turn by With, a snapshot, and brilliantly saved. Here's Brendan. Bags him away, but he gave it to Morley and then fouled him. Morley with the quick free kick, which the referee is not very happy about. And we're halfway through the first half here. Evans gets up, there's With. Here's Evans, Shaw! Gary Shaw! "23 minutes gone, Aston Villa take the lead. And Gary Shaw scores his 20th goal of the season. He's level now with Peter With, but typically With helped in the build-up. The free kick to the far post. Evans got a touch. With caused confusion. And Shaw in that split second is deadly. And so he proved. And that brings Villa Park to a crescendo. The Villa supporters will be keeping their eye this afternoon on the club's electric scoreboard, which at the moment gives the score from here, but they'll be hoping for news from Ipswich later. The situation being that if Villa were to take one more point today than Ipswich do today, then it would be all over anyway. And Jankovic, Cochran. Oh, Des Bremner interceding. The two front men going different ways. Morley wide on the left. In for Shaw, little back heel to With the turn and shot. And if you want encapsuled the way Aston Villa play, you just have to look again at that attack. Des Bremner won the ball in the middle of the field. A good interception. He put Tony Morley away on the left. The strikers found their space. Morley crossed. Shaw just flicked it back, and With had the final shot. That's Aston Villa in a nutshell. That was on by With, and the crowd oohing because Shaw was nearly in. He might be now. Gibson. Here's Shaw. Tackled by McAndrew, who's got his hands full with Shaw. Gibson in. There's With! Hit the post! And still the danger's not clear for Middlesbrough. Morley to Gibson, who supplied that cross. Here's Cowans. Mortimer to Bremner. With. And finally, With's won it back again. Mortimer. Swain. And Bremner. Middlesbrough just can't get the ball away. Villa are relentless. Swain. And now McAndrew. And he hasn't cleared it properly either. McNaught. Mortimer. Oh, well, a couple of minutes there of incessant pressure by Aston Villa, and Peter With will look back on that and think how close he was to his 21st goal of the season. The header was smart, it was accurate, and it clipped the top of the post. Shearer. And that's Mortimer. And here's With. And now it's Cowans, and Morley's wide again. Evans. Bremner. Oh, With's coming in again here. This is Shaw. Tangled with McAndrew. He's put Morley in. Well, it may sound like repetition, but the openings that With creates, you just lose count of them. He was the target man again there. Shaw, looking for the chance of a shot, saw that Morley was better placed, and Morley from the angle was wide. Swain. And there's a free kick given there. Ross, who's going to be a good little player, I think, for Middlesbrough. He snaps in a bit there in midfield, but he was a little too rugged there. Here's Swain. And now Bremner. With... Oh, he's got Swain in! And Clark couldn't hold it, and over the bar by Tony Morley, who should surely have made it 2-0 and knows it himself. Well, Kenny Swain came in, the ball pulled across, Jim Platt did his best, he got it out, and the chance fell to Morley, and that's the second time that he hasn't quite kept his composure when in a very good shooting position. Mortimer, McNaught. Oh dear. Soon sorted out though. Very accomplished first half display this. Here's Swain. Shaw's coming in, left it running, and Ashcroft cleared only as far as Swain. In it goes again. With is up once more. So was Ashcroft. Here's Morley. Oh, it's going to be free again. It's hit, ricocheted off one Middlesbrough player onto the other. And here's Evans. Swain. Mortimer trying to shake off Ross, and the referee blows for half-time, with Aston Villa having supplied 45 minutes of incessant attack, and the performance in that 45 minutes of Peter With, surely one of the great examples of how to play centre-forward. And nobody would appreciate that more than the Aston Villa manager, a former centre-forward himself. Although he may feel his side, in all honesty, should have had far more than the one goal they have got. The half-time news from Portman Road, as the Villa fans are well aware, means that should the two scores stay this way in the second half, Aston Villa would clinch the championship this afternoon. Well, this penultimate Saturday of the league season has been one of the coldest and wettest of the year, but the spirits of the Villa fans by no means dampened at this stage of the afternoon. Their side lead 1-0 and are now playing from the right. Here's Proctor. Frags for Middlesbrough. Ross. Armstrong pulling away to the left, and so is Bailey. Pace of the ball at times has deceived the players this afternoon with this very wet surface. Plastic sheeting did its job marvellously before the game, but it's been raining non-stop since the start, and it's still now coming down heavily. Here's Shaw. Going for the delicate finish. Evans. Gary Shaw again. Swain coming forward for Villa. Mortimer. Cowans. Evans. Here's With. Cowans supporting him. Shaw with good effort again. Oh, well, if ever a man deserved a goal in any one match, it's got to be Peter With. Favours his left foot, and he struck that well, just flying barely wide. Armstrong. And Swain now back in defence. Shaw. Mortimer with Shaw. And Mortimer surging forward again, so too is Alan Evans and Bremner. Swain. It's going to find Morley. Gibson wants it pulled back to him. Number 3. Gibson shot, striking McAndrew as he came out. And Morley from McNaught. Cowans. Proctor chasing him back. Morley available again. With! Patiently built up. The cross beautifully delivered. And the execution by Peter With absolutely final. Villa took their time there on the left, having had so much of the ball, but Morley played that ball over Ashcroft's head, and With was there to get the goal he deserves so much, and to put Aston Villa into a 2-0 lead. That goal coming 7 minutes into the second half, and that's only a fair reflection of their superiority in what's been up to now a very one-sided match. Middlesbrough, who just about managed to stay in things by keeping players back and resisting, and no more than that. And it seemed a matter of time before the second goal came, and when it came, Peter With supplied it with his 21st of the season. Ground absolutely humming now as some of the fans doubtless check their transistor radios for news of the Ipswich score, knowing that should Ipswich drop a point at Portman Road today, the score going up on the scoreboard reflects the fact that they're not, at this stage, likely to do that. So Aston Villa have got to keep their lead here, and it may go to the last game. That's With. It's Cowans! If both championship contenders win this afternoon, then Peter With and his team would need 1 point from their visit to Arsenal next Saturday to be absolutely sure, even if Ipswich won their 2 remaining games. Mortimer, Shaw. There's Bailey for Middlesbrough. It's hard to recall a moment when Middlesbrough have given Jimmy Rimmer anything to do in this match. And here's Mortimer for Villa. On his own, good save. The only disappointing thing, apart from the fact that his shot was saved, was that the man that supplied the pass, Ken McNaught, injured himself in the process. So Villa for the moment are down to 10 fit men, and the referee waiting until there's a pause in the play and then waving on the trainer. Ken McNaught committed himself in typical Aston Villa style there to a 50-50 challenge. It enabled Mortimer to run on for a shot at goal, but it left McNaught in great pain. Here's Cowans. Free kick given against Morley. Thanks. Ashcroft. Bailey. There's Armstrong beaten by Evans, and that's going to fall for With. And they're going to get people up now. Bremner is furthest forward on the right, Shaw on the left, and the pass is too far ahead of Bremner. Shearer for Middlesbrough. Interception by Swain. players slipping and sliding now all over the place. The conditions really have been highly improbable. Morley. Mortimer. Morley. Will be away by Armstrong. Here comes Alan Evans. And that shot striking Colin Ross. Bremner forward to With. He's away from Ashcroft. Shaw blocked by McAndrew. Corner. The goalkeeper was already on his way to make the save. With, who got away from Ashcroft, cut it back, and Shaw's close-range shot ricocheted off McAndrew. Ken McNaught up with Platt. Evans! Alan Evans! 3-0 now, and the goal difference improved as Alan Evans scores again from a set piece. Mortimer curled the corner in. Ken McNaught jumped with Jim Platt. The punch landed at the feet of Alan Evans, and he turned it in for his 7th of the season. With 9 minutes to go. Well, it's only what Villa deserve. Their overall performance fully merits this lead. Morley. With so the Middlesbrough bogey is laid to rest, it would seem here. Here's Morley. Beautiful! Well, 3 years running, Middlesbrough have come here and won. Today, they've conceded 3 goals, and that might have been the cream on the cake from Tony Morley. Just over. Ron Saunders' team have done him justice today. Shaw. With. Wouldn't run for Shaw. Here's Gibson. Shearer for Middlesbrough. But the Cowan's challenge put him off, and here's Swain. Oh! With! Hit the post for the 2nd time today. Kenny Swain's cross-come shot caused the goalkeeper terrible trouble. He somehow kept it out with a little bit of luck, and With hit the post from the rebound. And suddenly Villa Park is in a mood of intense celebration. Bailey. And the final whistle goes at Villa Park. Aston Villa have done all that they can do, and Ron Saunders now will want to know the score from Ipswich. The fans on the terraces have come over the barriers to congratulate Peter With, because this has been a sparkling performance by Aston Villa. They've won the match by 3 goals to 0. They've put themselves into a position of superiority which 18 months ago would never have been imagined by the Villa fans, when Ron Saunders was very, very nearly ousted in a boardroom coup. The club nearly fell apart. But what a season they've had here.
Well, they have too, but as you'll see from the table, it's not over yet. If Villa were to lose at Arsenal at Highbury next Saturday and Ipswich were able to win at Middlesbrough, that's on the same day, it would mean that Ipswich, with a superior goal difference, could still win the Championship on May the 14th by beating Southampton at Portman Road.